welcome to Wade's World, the Deadpool podcast. I am Phil, and making her triumphant return from tornado or
Hurricane Irma survivor, right here.
That's right.
That's what I should have put as the tagline.
Hurricanes, forces of nature, none of them can stop Little Hellfire from eventually returning.
It's good to be back, and it's good to be talking about something other than standard Deadpool, I guess. I've been kind of like fading fast on that.
Well, we kind of let's take you back on a journey to that magical year 2009.
I remember when this came out. We were getting a lot of Deadpool in 2009. A lot.
Oh, yeah.
We were coming off that Messiah arc and was in all these side appearances, and then all of a sudden out of nowhere, this miniseries, he had a lot of one shots leading up to this too. So it was just like, good grief. It was a good time to be a Deadpool fan. But
well, it's like you had that Cable and Deadpool book, and then after that they got their solo books back, and then all of a sudden, like, Deadpool got this book,
it's a lot.
His regular book, this one, what we were talking about tonight, Deadpool Merc with a Mouth,
number one
series, one shots, yes, number one.
I mean, and I'll save it, but yeah. So we were gonna do half naked characters, but then Phil goes, didn't we do that already? I go, but there's so many. But if you want to choose a new topic, go ahead. So we did.
You can tell where our minds are at.
Always in the gutter, unless Charlie's around to wrangle us.
He acts like he's above it.
He's got kids, man. He's got more than one. So you just got little sweet Luca. He's got more than one. That's when you have to pick your battles.
All right. So should we get to our top 10 list?
Oh, what is our top 10 list topic?
Well, ironically, coming from Lil Hellfire, because she could make this list, top 10 smartasses.
You took all the good ones, so I had to dig deep as usual.
All right. Well, Miss Evans, what is your choice for number 10?
Number 10, believe it or not, Negative Man.
What?
Yeah, he's always, like, if you really, read into what he's saying, he's always, giving people the side eye and, mumbling something, really just, he's a smart aleck.
Okay. Well, of course, number 9 has to be, our Lord and Savior, Deadpool himself.
Only number 9, Phil. Really?
I mean, can't be too predictable. You can interchange a lot.
It's not like it's Nightwing or anything.
You can interchange a lot of these. Oh, how...
Okay. Number 8 for me, Hawkeye. Not MCU Hawkeye, though.
Yeah, comic book Hawkeye.
Yes.
Yeah, for those MCU
Archers are
fans,
always smart-mouthed, so.
I'm sleeping with anything that walks. Oliver Queen.
Wait, Oliver? What?
TV Oliver, yeah. All right, number 8. Wait, no. 7. The original smartass himself, Spider-Man. That's what got him the job working with Deadpool.
True. Number 6, Booster Gold.
You knew DC was gonna sneak in here somewhere.
Of course.
Poor Booster. He gets a bad rap. He's the greatest hero you never know. You never knew. Alright, and of course, since this is a Deadpool podcast, where are we at? Number 5?
Yep.
Yeah. Weasel. Comic
I
books,
agree.
movie, doesn't matter. Weasel. Looked like an avocado had sex with an ugly.
I I love TJ Miller as Weasel, by the way, in the
Oh yeah.
movie. That was a great casting choice. Number 4, Hellboy. Where my Hellboy peeps at?
First, you
I
let
don't know
nobody.
how to feel about this reboot, but I'm cautiously optimistic.
You
Ron
know
Perlman
what?
is Hellboy. Del Toro did a great job with it. Now I'm just like, I'm real nervous, but I'm cautiously optimistic.
If you agree or disagree with Hellfire, email us wadesworldpod@gmail.com.
Fight me!
I love how you're like, I don't want a live audience. Then all of a sudden you're like, where my Hellboy peeps at?
It's for people listening. Or when they come across us, they can leave a comment below. But don't forget to hit the subscribe button and then the notification bell. YouTube is just getting too complicated.
That's right. We can navigate it easy enough. All right. Where are we
3.
at? 3. All right. Come on, you gotta agree with this one, little Damian Wayne, current Robin.
I don't know if he's a smart mouth as much as just annoying. An annoying teenager.
They could be both.
Okay. I'll give you that then.
I mean, remember when he was like 10 years old, he was making fun of Stephanie Brown's chest. Come on.
Like I said, just an annoying little preteen boy. Like, that's what they do. I'm around kids a lot now, so I know this.
Read this week's Nightwing. He's in it. Angry.
Was it your pick of the week? Find out Saturday!
That's right. I'm not done reading yet, but yeah, find out Saturday.
Number 2, Sass Master himself. Doesn't matter if it's the TV show, the movies, or the comic books. Mr. Alfred Pennyworth. Smacking boots around since 1939.
He had some good one-liners on the animated series.
So what's your number 1?
All right, number 1. You know him from TV. Cisco Ramon from The Flash.
Really? That's your number 1?
I don't know. I said
he just kind of reminds me of a watered down version of Big Bang Theory at this point.
What?
Sorry.
Why?
Season 1 Cisco, maybe. Anything after that, I don't know. They really let him wallow in his self-pity and whatnot. So.
Bazinga.
All right.
So let's get into Mark with the Mouth number 1, Head Trip.
I forgot until I cracked open this first issue, because I read paper. I'm like, Lilith. That this was the era where we had like the dueling voices in his head. It works sometimes.
Not in this case. I have a really big issue with the artwork, and I usually like Bong Dazo. He worked on a magnum opus, so that arc during one of the other previous series. But for some reason, like the body work in this one, it's all lumpy and bumpy. It looks like homemade mashed potatoes in a superhero suit.
Lumpy and bumpy, you say?
It was a hard. I like sequential art. It's my thing. So it's really hard when they don't get the body work right to see their composition of the panels and things like that. So out of this particular issue.
Well, I mean, I think it was an excuse for violence and mayhem and half nudity, because I mean, you got the parental advisory on this.
My favorite thing. It's how you know it's good.
Just like Vegas, huh?
Pretty much.
But yeah, it starts with Deadpool dropping in from orbit into the Savage Land, and he runs into Kazar.
I love Savage Land. I love it. Too bad they wasted it on this.
And they're worshiping, and the natives are worshiping Deadpool.
As they should.
That's right, we do. And then Deadpool meets what is What is this scientist's name? Oh, Betty
Um,
Swanson.
yeah. It's really funny because when we talk about issue 2, like our topic for issue 2, our top 10 list, I
Yeah.
was like considering AIM for the topic, and I kind of then I thought, no, there's way more evil stuff than that.
But is this a play on Archie? You have the blonde named Betty.
Quite possibly. I mean, they do love their subtle pop culture references.
And please, when's the last time you saw an AIM agent that looked like that?
2009, you gotta kick it up a notch.
They're all dorks in beekeeper outfits.
It was getting to be edgelord time. You had to sex everything up. Come on, Phil. Get with the 2009s.
Gotta push that parental advisory. So, well, I don't know about how sophisticated it was.
Opposite of sophisticated. And definitely no suspense. I felt like this was very hit all the notes a Deadpool fan would expect to see, kind of thing. Kind of a paint by numbers.
And would you say this issue was the origin of the Deadpool Corps? Because how were the natives? How did they find out about Deadpool? Headpool. The zombie head of Deadpool from the zombie universe.
Yeah. Ugh. Are we gonna skip that, or do we have to talk about that eventually?
Well, maybe we're gonna run out of everything else. Why, you didn't like that series?
No, I like zombie stuff. I don't like zombie stuff in the Marvel universe, but I generally like zombie stuff. So
yeah, I mean, I really didn't collect the zombie stuff. I thought you meant the Deadpool Core series.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about too.
Oh, okay, I wasn't sure if you were talking about that or the zombie stuff.
That was a total utter cash grab, riding on our good graces.
No
if I ever
kidding.
saw it. I mean, there's cash grab in like a good way where you get good things out of it, and then there's a cash grab where they're just riding the coattails of a name, and that's bad.
Anyone can be Deadpool. Your dog can be Deadpool.
Yes. We need that like drop of Wayne's World where they're cashing in with the Pizza Hut.
Or even that GIF I sent you. Do you accept cash? Cha-ching!
I don't know. This issue put me off, but I will say it gets better towards the end of the arc for me.
Mm-hmm.
This cover was poop. It was the worst one out of all 13 issues too, by the way.
Yeah, I for first issue, I mean, that cover really...
Basic as basic could be.
Well, was it based on a movie cover, on a movie poster? Because I know issues 2 and 3 were.
It's probably some weird zombie movie or something.
Maybe. It says zombies, cavemen, dinosaurs, zombie cavemen. We didn't get zombie cavemen, we got the zombie
It's gonna come eventually. Spoiler alert, sorry.
Yeah, that's okay.
It's almost 10 years old, it'll be alright.
I was gonna say, anyone who wants to read it's gonna read it. Has already read it, probably.
Yeah, pretty much. I don't think I've ever seen this in my comic book shop. So
what else can we mention about this issue?
Deadpool needs a supporting cast. I can't take him when he's just this renegade slicing and dicing his way through a story. I can't take it.
Well, they do, but then, as you change teams, they kind of get dropped, It's like Weasel and Blind Owl for a while, then somebody else comes in and they bring other, We need consistency.
But I think that's kind of the point of, or they think that's the point of Deadpool because of the whole
because he's
his perception of reality isn't always true, or things like that. But you do need consistency in a book. It's been a long time since we had good consistency in a Deadpool title, so
yeah,
something to think about for the TV show.
Cartoon. cartoon. Yes. When is that coming? I thought, well, 2018.
Fact, send us a message, please. We're on Twitter, Facebook,
Or
Instagram, Pinterest, or leave us a voicemail.
or send us like an advanced copy whenever you
Now
get your
Phil's
hands.
just getting greedy. Now he's just getting greedy.
Hey, positive word of mouth will sell this. I mean, not that they need it, but positive word of mouth cannot hurt.
I've created a monster and I apologize, guys. Did you have a favorite panel?
I don't know. Like you were saying, the art was not if anything really jumped out at me. Well, besides the button boobs, but I don't know. It's pretty funny when he like comes out of the escape pod and he's like all burned up.
You know,
What?
one thing I could say is Deadpool could never make it on newsprint. Not with the artists they've had. Just saying.
So I'm sure you probably read this digitally, but in the print copy I got, probably to boost the price, got the backup story of Deadpool #4 that we've already reviewed.
Yeah, that came with the digital.
Oh, did it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but so you got an original story, you got the reprinted story, all for $3.99.
$2.99 too much. I'm old. I'm cranky. I'm gonna start counting ad pages.
So,
I'm gonna give this a big old thumbs down. I'm sorry.
ooh, yeah, I might have to go there with you. Thumbs down.
It does get better though, so there's that.
Yeah. True. All right. What else shall we talk about? Oh, it's been a while since we actually talked Deadpool. Tyler was here last week. We talked some of the movie news.
Yeah.
What do you think about some of the What do you think of some of the pictures and casting we got?
I'm excited for the Deadpool 2 movie, only for Ryan Reynolds thus far.
Not for Josh Brolin Cable?
I'll have to see it, the finished product. So my statement stands. For everything else, I need to see the finished product.
All right, and 2 questions. Very important. 1, what do you think of our Domino? And 2, when will your cosplay be done?
If I ever did a Domino cosplay, it would be based on the comic book.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, good for the actress. This is probably her big break and everything, and I need to see the finished product.
So you don't think much of her look though for the movie?
No.
Okay.
Like I said, you have to kind of see it in action. It's kind of like how I hated the Flash suit until I actually saw video of it, because photographs sometimes don't pick up all the subtle nuances. So I'm trying to be diplomatic here, if you can't tell. Don't want to be a complete negative Nancy today.
Oh, why change?
No, I'm still excited for Deadpool 2. I'm obviously gonna go see it. So I'm actually more excited for the cartoon, though, to be honest.
Oh, I'm just worried. I think I told Tyler this. I'm just worried that, like, with cable and time travel and everything, that the
Don't do an X-Men. Don't go for the time travel and muck it all up. Don't do it.
I'm just worried it's going to be such a different, like, it's going to seem so different than the first one. Is it going to ruin it?
The baby seems pretty cool, though. That whole idea, if they execute it right.
I was saying I think it'd be great if, like, I don't know, they time travel at one point and they just, like, pop up in scenes from different X-Men movies, like, they pop up in Wolverine Origins and he's just like, no, get us the.
Why do I feel like that's definitely going to be an end scene? I really feel like that might be an end scene. So yeah, that's pretty much all we need to talk about for issue 1 of Merc with a Mouth.
Yeah. Any random nonsense?
Don't plan your vacations to Florida during hurricane season, especially in September.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't understand. Like people who live here. Like I had 3 coworkers who were supposed to have their vacation last week. Obviously, they were at work the whole week that we were there. So that's just my little life pro tip for you. Don't plan your Florida vacation in September. That's the height of hurricane season. It's not a good idea.
Yeah, I had a coworker going with the family to Disney this week. We're like, are you sure it's still there?
Oh, it's still there. They took on a little bit of damage, but not too much. It was really the southern parts, like Sarasota and stuff, that got it. So
if anything's built out of adamantium, it's Disney.
I agree.
They can afford it.
So yeah, that's my only little random nonsense.
Have you seen the news out of I think it's Colorado about the Mad Pooper?
I had to deal with the Mad Pooper at Home Depot. That don't faze me. They poop in the sheds. Yeah, seriously. All the Home Depot people that ever work at Home Depot are like, "Yep, we've had that happen."
But this one is just like a woman jogging through a neighborhood, and I guess like every week or every couple of days, she's like pooping in people's yards.
You gotta leave that Activia and those granola bars alone, man.
That's right. Follow Jamie Lee Curtis's example. Don't poop in people's yards. Go back to what made you famous.
Jamie Lee Curtis is my hero. She will always be my hero. I love her so much. The original screen queen. Don't you forget it.
That's right.
So, do some shameless plugs, Philip. I know you're itching.
Who, me? All right. If you want to contact us about anything and everything Deadpool, and this is my weekly call out to Ryan Reynolds. Hey, we're right here. Come on. Don't be afraid. We don't bite. Unless you want Lilith to, she'll bite you. Email us, wadesworldpod@gmail.com. Facebook is facebook.com, Wade's World Podcast. Twitter is @WadesWorldPod. And, of course, the Capes and Lunatics voicemail, 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. And stay tuned. Saturday, October 7th, will be the Southgate Media Group's online marathon. And, of course, Lilith Hellfire and I will be doing a combined Wade's World and Newcastle Crew podcast. What do you get when you mash together Deadpool and John Constantine?
Sophisticated suspense and nakedness. Yes!
Who the hell knows, but tune in.
You guys can find me on Twitter, live tweeting probably the Orville tomorrow, Thursday. I'm going to give it another shot. At Lilith Hellfire.
Wait,
everything.
Not tomorrow.
Thursday.
Gotham premiere.
I know, but that follows Gotham, right?
Yeah, but aren't we going live after Gotham?
Dang it. Oh, well. Can't live tweet Orville.
I know you're heartbroken.
I'm more excited for the Gotham premiere, though. It looks like crazy shenanigans. And we're doing the live after show, too, so.
That's right. So if you're watching this on YouTube, or you do, yeah.
Thursday night, they weren't supposed to move it, but they did. That's what it was, because it's supposed to stay on Sundays.
Oh, really? Because after this last Sunday's episode, they're like, moving to Thursday. It's new night on Thursday.
Yeah, that was the original plan, and then I don't know what wild heroin up Fox's butt.
And I mean, unless it's because of football, because I know it was on later here than it was supposed to be because of football, because they had like a weather delay or something.
Oh.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, I'm excited for Gotham, so be sure to check us out then. Anything else?
Here's talking tomorrow night about Bruce Wayne's S&M gear. Yeah.
Now him and Black Canary just need to hook up, and it's the ultimate dominatrix and gimp situation.
You and your fanfic.
Don't look me up on Wattpad.
All right. Are we done?
Yes. Officially. Now that I've made you blush, we're done.
Millions wanted her back. Well, I hope it was worth it. Join us next
Never.
time for Merc with a Mouth number 2. More zombies. More sexy AIM scientists and dinosaurs.
Dinosaurs. It's always dinosaurs.
Dinosaurs. It's a Jurassic World we're exploring.
Wait world, wait world, wait world, wait world. To be strong in time, down to your wait world, wait world, wait world. To be strong in time, down to your.
Maximum effort. Welcome back, my queen.